What's up, guys? Shane here from Set 5 Pass, bringing you another deck profile. So I know my first Gren Maju deck was a bit echoey, so I thought I might as well re-upload it, but this time after I've actually managed to play it at a locals. So I played at a locals this Sunday just gone, and we took the dub. We managed to go joint first, going 3 wins with 1 draw in the final game. It ended as a draw. How do you draw with Gren Maju, I hear you ask? I don't quite know, but that's kind of how it played out. So we took the dub. It was good day. Quick talk about my matches. It was quite rogue, as you know, it's locals. It was very roguey. There was some meta decks there, but I didn't actually see them. So in just a quick little match report. So the first round I played against For Hire, against my friend Matthew. Very good game. Very back and forth. D-Shifter was put in some massive work against them. Game 2 was against Shadow, pure Shadow, not Invoke Shadow. I don't matter, pure Shadow. It's like a trap variant. I really like that deck. I actually think I prefer that to Invoke Shadow, in all honesty. He's playing a Magistus tech in it, with the Magistus Invocation. Again, that's Rob, very good player. Again, that went to the wire, very close. And in round 3 we played against the Gren Maju mirror. He was playing the Strombo variant, with the new support for Gren, or Eater of Millions, in Banquet of Millions trap card, which actually is quite a pain in the arse, especially if you don't have Gren and you was looking to do the new one on OTK. But anyway, that went to game 3. They all went to game 3, oddly enough. But yeah, won the mirror. Good game. And then the final game was against Alan, who actually has his own YouTube channel, much bigger than mine. If I could get even a quarter of his subs, that would be great. He runs Exiles Yugioh. I'm going to link him in the description. We had a very good final round. Again, went to game 3. Time was called before we started game 3, so it ended as a tie. He was on Phantom Knights Burning Abyss. Yeah, it was very quite grindy, surprisingly. But anyway, I'll go through the deck profile quickly. I'm not going to explain all the cards too much. Most people know what Gren does anyway, and it is in my other video, even though it, albeit quite echoey. So you play, like I said, 3 Gren, still the same lineup, the OTK machine, and 3 Fairy Tale Luna. Both, like I said, both normal summons. Luna put in a lot of work again on the weekend. Just the ability to Kaiju, bounce back to Kaiju again, multiple problems. Is really problem cards. Sorry, is really helpful, and the fact she replaced herself is really good. Still only playing 2 Eater of Millions. I still, you know, I would like 3, but I quite like 2, and it is quite good at 40 at the moment anyway. Yeah, it's just really good, really good card. Good, again, good spot removal and good way to buff up Gren. So again, still playing the small danger package of 3 Thunderbird and 3 Bigfoot. Really, didn't really resolve too many of their other effects of destroying a set or popping a face up. Mainly just using them to dig a bit deeper, and just to make the rank 8 engine. But they were there if I needed them to be. Gizmek, didn't see him as much as I wanted to this weekend, really. I think he only summoned him 2 or 3 times. It's quite sad. But he put in the work when required. He got DD crowed a couple of times, which made me extremely sad. When he was in the grave, that is. But yeah, you know, whenever he was online, he was really good. Again, didn't see Alpha too much this weekend either, but again, he put in work. Bounced a couple of irritating cards back to hand, or back to extra deck, should I say. Yeah, like I said, all these level 8s are so good for the rank 8 engine, but didn't see them as much as I wanted to. If anything, I was seeing the Kaijus perhaps a bit too much. A couple of hands open, free Kaijus sometimes, and it's just like as good as they are. You know, seeing multiples in hand is a bit sad. But they, like, you know, in the grind, it kind of helped getting rid of problem cards. And the 1 Pancratops, he put in a bit of work this week. Very, very good card. So that's it for the monsters. Let's move those out of the way. Put them there for now. Oh no, I'll move them out of the way. There we go. Onto the spell lineup. Still playing Free Slumber. I still really like this. A lot of people still don't expect Slumber to come crashing down, but board clear. Especially if you get rid of any negates that they have, it just completely clears, blows out the field. Got Ashed a couple of times, which is quite funny. A lot of people don't realise you can Ash it because it summons from deck. But yeah, helped clear quite a few troublesome boards. Free trading, yeah, you know, trading is what it is. Picture level 8, draw 2. Pot agreed. Good cards. Didn't really actually in my game 1 of round 1. I think I opened double trading with no targets. Yeah, I still managed to win that game 1. So yeah, no, I lost that game 1 actually. No, sorry, apologies, I lost that. So yeah, so if you see this without any level 8s, it's quite sad, but yeah, I resolved it a couple of times. It was quite good. 3 pot desires. Banish 10, draw 2, make Gren 4k. Need I say any more? Super Poly. My goodness, this card is so good. It does so much work. A lot of decks who want to go first ended on 2 dark targets, so literally Super Poly's always online. The more roguey decks maybe might not, but it's always online. So good. Board clearing and any Dragoon Verte end boards. Yeah, okay, you've got Dragoon. It's not going to be there very long if I open this up. 1 Monster Reborn, and a new addition I've added, D-Fisher. A couple of times I resolved this by playing D-Fisher. There was no negate if there was one on board, followed by a Slumber. The board gets banished. Happy days. It's really, if they don't negate it and it is left online, it is really good. It really puts in some work. I quite enjoy that. So quickly onto the extra deck. My bad, I've not sorted out the Exiles. Unorganised. Yes, so it's the same line. It's pretty much the same extra deck as last time. 1 Numeron Dragon, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Draglubion, 1 Sanafond, 1 Pain Gainer, 1 Dingirisu. Dingirisu came up quite a few times today, which was nice. Got rid of some problematic cards. Pain Gainer actually I used against Helen in a final game, which gave him a bit of a headache because he was already low on life points, so he had to think about what he was actually using. In regards to spell or trap effects for the burn effect. Sanafond I didn't make this weekend at all, but there was no need to. And of course the OTK package in Draglubion, Hope Harbinger and Numeron. I actually resolved Draglubion to make Hope Harbinger a couple of times as well, as opposed to just going for the OTK just to try and stop them following up the following turn. So this is such a good card. I remember I pulled this back when it first came out and I was like, oh man, why couldn't you have been, you know, BLS Link or anything else? I didn't realise how good it was at the time, and my God, am I glad I kept hold of it. Really good card. I really like it. Little link engine. Anima, it's quite funny. You make Eat Millions, and then you can just pitch it off to take if they've put it in on either side of the monster zones. Free removal. 1 access code, Nightmare, and Phoenix. Just generic, 2 generic links, and then, you know, just to either clear board or just to push for damage if you haven't got Gren or anything else in hand. And then 5 Super Poly targets. Starving Venom, Well Chalice, Predaplant, Dragostapelia, Violent Chimera, because there's always one salad player somewhere, and then Eldritch Mad Golden Lord. Didn't make either of these 2, which was kind of sad. Nearly almost made Almaduke, but no, but these 2, as always, come in clutch. Super Polying things away. Starving Venom's actually really good for pressuring for damage as well. Really like it. So quickly onto the side. It's a bit different from the last video if I remember rightly. Might not be too, I forget. I've made a few changes. So 3 different dimension ground in case I'm made to go first. Yeah, literal macrocosmos for the turn for the opposing player. If they want graveyard shenanigans, they're not getting it, they either do that or pass. 3 needle ceiling. Someone called this a niche card. I personally quite like this. It's like torrential, but you can hold it for a bit longer, or you can just set it and then pass, and then you don't have to wait for them to summon. You could just literally flip it. I didn't resolve it. I think I drew it, but never resolved it this weekend. But I like it anyway, just in case. One red reboot. Because there's a few trap or back row heavy decks at the moment in my local, so it was quite nice to have that just in case. Macro Cosmos, for banishing. 3D Shifter, need to say any more, banishes stuns for the turn. And 3 Ally Justice Cycle Reader. Now, I might be a bit too ahead of the curve on this one, but I know Dry are trying to get in support in Overdrive, and there are a few light decks at the moment that are still running, so Eldritch. Yeah, like I said, target 2 lights and either graveyard banish. I think it's up to 2. Yeah, up to 2. So if you want to get rid of one problematic light or one Eldritch, it's there. Didn't have to use it, but it was there if I needed it. Not like I said, I quite like the side at the moment. If I manage to come into any other cards, like maybe Lightning Storm, I may well change it. But yeah, that's the re-uploaded Gren deck profile and / match report. Please check out Alan's Exiles Yugioh. I'll link it in the description. If you enjoyed it, if you liked my deck profile, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what I could change, what I could do better. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys, as always. Peace.